What up, everybody? I'm Taylor with Rods and Mods, and today we're going to do a brief history on the Ford Mustang while we check out our beautiful 1969 Mustang Mach 1. I guess we'll kind of get right into it. So this is a 69 Mach 1. Obviously it doesn't quite look like one now. It looks more like a Boss because every Mustang guy dreams about the Boss 429. So this actually has had a lot of work done to it. It's been a full frame off resto mod style. It's got some modern things like AC, an aftermarket stereo system in it, stuff like that. The big thing we'll get to though is, if you can see that, Boss 521. This has a Ford 460 in it that's been stroked to the 521 now. It no longer has the shaker. It has the Mach 1, has the Boss hood and cold air intake on it, essentially. It still holds the Mach 1 spoiler because everybody loves those. And that's pretty much where we're at with this. So the year is 1964. A guy that we all know and understand and who know who he is Lee Iacocca. He was higher up in Ford, one of the top guys for sure. I don't remember all the details specifically, but he was the big guy that was pushing the idea of we needed a car that adapted to the younger generation. He wanted to use the term that was actually used quite a lot with Ford was, we want to keep them young and have them forever. He saw an opportunity for a car that needed to be something different than we ever had before. It needed to be attractive with 4 seats, needed to have some styling to it because that's what everybody was looking at. There just needed to be something different. So Iacocca gave the opportunity to his design team. They did everything that they needed to. They originally started with a, based off of the Ford Falcon, and their team was the team Fairlane. The Mustang was actually originally going to be called the Cougar, but we all settled on the Mustang, thankfully, because it just sounds better, and that was the majority vote. Once that car went into production in 1964 and a half, in April 17, the first Mustang got put out into the public. On the first day that the Mustang was released to the public, they sold 22,000 Mustangs in one day. Pretty crazy to sell that many cars in one day, let alone half of anything, the first day it was ever seen by the public. Wild there. Then, as time goes on, very quickly it progressed from 1964 and a half to 1966. Another man that we all know, Carroll Shelby, got involved with the GT350. It was always a pony car, was always going to be a pony car. Hasn't quite gotten some muscle yet, although it was offered with a 289 small block V8. We all wanted more, as always. So Carroll stepped in, he took the GT350, he beefed it up, made it a race car. There was a couple different variants of the GT350 that were making 355 horsepower. Sold those to the public. A lot of guys loved them. However, as there's always supply and demand, nobody wanted an actual real race car. We'll get into that story maybe another time, talking more about Shelby. After that, 1966 rolls around. The Shelby was doing really good. The V8s were getting a little bit bigger. The competition was getting a little bit bigger. 1967, the Camaro was released from Chevrolet. Now, the niche of a pony car that Mustang started and is credited with by Ford, give or take, we'll leave the Pontiac GTO guys out of this for a while, the Camaro was out. So we knew we needed to do something a little bit more. 1967, 68, the Fastback styling very much took the turn. Everybody wanted the Fastback. They loved it. The coupe remained the grocery getter, the mom car. That's what it is. Keeping the Mustang alive and well on that front, but us muscle car guys, we wanted some more. Very quickly after 1968 to 1969, you have probably one of the most recognizable body styles of Mustang, period. Before the 1969, I will note as well something cool that you guys to learn. In 1966, already the Mustang had made 1 million cars. Astounding to do that in 3 years' time. Just crazy. Back to this one. 1969, the Fastback is killing it. We've got this car laid out. It's doing great. The Mach 1. The Mach 1 came factory more aggressive than any other Mustang Fastback in 1969. It had aftermarket suspension on it. It had the 428 Super Cobra Jet in it. Making good power for the most part. Had your different options between an automatic transmission or the 4-speed manual. Of course, we usually always went to the 4-speed because we're crazy. And that was pretty much the legend of where it came from. And from then on, it set the bar. The Mach 1 was legit. It was everything that we'd all hoped it would be, and very much why it's one of these staple Mustangs in the history. So now that you've learned a little bit about the Mustang history, some of the brief points that makes it the icon that it really is an iconic car. We're rolling 7 generations deep now. That's a lot of history, and it's a car that's been around forever. It made its own entry to the era. It's still here. It's still going to be here. What a great car. how about we take this 69 out for a rip? So we're gonna go ahead and get some fuel today, then we're gonna take her out on the road and see what she can do. Should be a good time. Alrighty guys, so hopefully you can hear me okay. This car is a little bit louder than all the other ones, but we're out for just a cruise today in the Mach 1, and yeah, you guys are just along for a ride along with me. And once we get away from some traffic a little bit, we'll have a little fun and talk some more about the car. It's going to be a good time. So we can talk a little bit about this one now that there's no traffic around really. Can be a little bit safer with it. Things that are kind of done with this car on top of more of the modifications that it's undergone since its restoration. This car used to be silver jade, the green color actually, when it was a OEM car. When it went under its restoration, that's when a lot of things changed with it. That's when it got the 521 stroker. That's when it got the modern sound system. It got the air conditioning in it as well. And no expense was spared either. The underneath of the car is just as clean as the top of the car. They even went as far as they actually did the factory 3-line modifications on the drive shaft. Well, I guess they're not mods, but it's how they keep track of how many times they've balanced that drive shaft to make sure it was perfect order for the car. It's still the red oxidized. When the car was painted, they oxidized the floor just like they would from factory, so it's got kind of that rough grit to protect it from tar and other road things. Other mods that are no longer stock on this car is the whole car has been lowered 1 inch on Mustang United aftermarket suspension. It's increased its handling a little bit. The ride's a little bit nicer. It hugs the corners real well. And it's just a lot of fun to drive. This car actually drives really, really well for what it is. And yeah, it's just a fun ripper. And you can't ever hate a 521 big block. It's just fun. Gotta have fun with them once in a while. That's what they're for. Since we've had the car, some things that we've done with it as well is there used to be a big tachometer in the steering column here. The owner of the car didn't really like that too much, so we got that out of the way so you could see the beautiful factory dash as well. It now has a Holley Sniper fuel injection for it, so it's not carbureted anymore, to give it more of that reliable drivability with it. It fires up when we want it to. Every time. Give me 1 second. Maybe a little bit more. So anyway, those are some things that we've done with it as well. We've pretty much just ended up maintaining the car, enjoying it, trying to get it out more so other people can enjoy it as well, because you got to share them, especially with an iconic car like this 69 Mustang. They're an iconic car. They're somebody's dream car somewhere. Somebody, no matter who they are, would have a Boss 429. You just can't deny it. The plans that we have for the car are kind of up in the air. We've actually discussed a lot about how carried away we want to get. The owner of this car actually had a Silver Jade Mach 1 at one point. It was his favorite car. It was a dream car for him. He wanted to check it off the list. He had one. Unfortunately, he sold it. Well, now he has this one. So there's a lot of conversation on whether we should make it a more modern resto mod with maybe a modern drivetrain, no more 521 big block, and go back to the Silver Jade original paint code. We'll just have to see what happens with it, I guess. So make sure you guys definitely stay tuned with the car, with this build. It could be really amazing. It could be a lot of fun. Well, so I hope you guys enjoyed the cruise. We're taking the 69 back to the shop, and I'll see you guys on that side. Don't have too much fun. So we're here back at the shop from that awesome ride along with our 69 Mustang. It handles great. Modifications that have been done to it up to this point are awesome. It's such a fun car to drive. As you've seen in the video, I cannot play with this car and not get a smile on my face. It's iconic. They're a dream to drive. I'm honored I get to drive something like this for work, and they're just, what an amazing car. The Mustang works. Sorry, I got some guys messing with us. It's just an iconic car. It's an unmistakable car. Everywhere you go with a Mustang, for whether it's brand new, whether it's 1964 and a half, way back then, somebody knows it, somebody loves it, if anything they do well, they do the best, is bring people together. Somebody somewhere has had one of these at some point, and it's just amazing. They've always been there. This one is one of my more favored body styles as well. I've always loved the Fastback. Who doesn't? My particular favorite, I love the 66 Fastbacks. Those are one of my top tier choices of Mustang. Yeah, and that'll pretty much wrap it up. Thanks for watching. This is Taylor with Rods and Mods. I'm the Ford guy. Catch you on the next one.